So here are my thoughts on what I believe the next
3, 2, 1.
meta is going to be moving forward from the past buffs and the current buffs that are happening, and with
Every
the new
fight I
character
say
being
to
released,
myself, I might
which is
go
Ultron.
down.
So
But I'll
let's
go down
begin with the
swinging.
buffs. Iron Man splash damage was
You've
buffed.
got one job.
Bucky
Take down
got
as
an
many enemies as you
additional
can.
thingamabob that allows him to drop people from the sky. So obviously they're trying to work on anti-air and anti-dive being the main focus.
That came in handy.
Double KO. You've
So
got the
they
most
want
points.
people
Keep
to
up the
be
stellar work.
one-tapping or having prolonged fight. That means even if you don't kill, the fight takes a lot. My armor was not up. So they want the fights to be a bit more prolonged and not being one-shot fest against Black Panthers. So they're trying their best to kind of force that meta, and they have already to some degree. But with the Iron Man buff, the splash damage buff, and other heroes being buffed that are more dive friendly, anti-dive,
Double KO.
and more sort of damage from a distance, play a bit safe. Magneto being buffed, even though he was nerfed, his damage was nerfed, and his survivability was nerfed. But since they're moving towards this sort of playstyle, it makes more sense to buff his damage again by reducing his reload speed. That's a decent way to buff a character without making him too overbearing. And then they have the Luna and Hawkeye team up,
Double KO.
which is basically an arrow that goes through everything,
Hack and slash.
that just goes through everything.
Don't let the spiders get close.
That goes through everything and then CCs anyone above a 30-meter radius, up to a 40-meter radius.
We are done when I
That's
say we're done.
not just a small distance, that's a massive distance. So it makes a huge difference who's playing or what's playing. Black Panther is being nerfed significantly. Spider-Man got nerfed massively, not just slightly, but massively. Massively nerfed, with the Venom team up being gone, and his only team up being with Squirrel Girl, which is good, but isn't any sort of thing like the Venom team up, which allowed him to be a menace to society. He still pulls you off the map, but he doesn't just come into your line of sight and go, yeah, you know what? You don't get to play today. So that has been nerfed, and a lot more heroes have been added that are anti-dive, with Thing and Emma Frost being just two to mention. Another one being one of the healers, Invisible Woman,
Heads up, back guy.
whose entire purpose has been to kind of control the flow of the fight by deciding who gets close to you and who doesn't. Then, with all of these things, they've sort of pushed the meta to a different one. Not because they want to, but because to make the game a bit more fresher. Making a type of style more palatable. You're going to see 3 healers from now on, with Ultron being one of the mainstays in Marvel. God damn, that's annoying. No, which is going to be a standard healer who can shoot you across the map. And his heal buff stays online for 40 meters. That's not a small distance, that's a massive distance. But no one's going to be too worried about Ultron, because they're going to have to be dealing with... Oh, my God, we're having a party.
By the eye of Agamotto. I got some unfinished business.
It's going to be an insanely annoying thing, because remember, Anna was a very annoying healer in Overwatch when she initially came out. And now they have got that same energy into Ultron. But they have the difference is they have team-ups which make Ultron a little bit more of a chaotic pick. Hey, I catched the dash! That's annoying. Alright,
Let's try this again.
okay, I need to end this quickly. So, they made it so
Sniper,
that you
don't let 'em get a
can
beat on you.
have fun,
Drone and
but it's
beat
at the
sniper.
expense of the other... Oh god, you son of a bitch. So it's going to be a fun game,
Hey, at
but
least
it's
my
not
quiver's
going to be the
refilled.
same as it was before. You're still going to be able to play your characters, but dive is not going to be as effective because it's been nerfed to the ground. Or poke is just going to be the new...
We got cut. Making the cut.
You need to eliminate
is going to be the new
players.
focus. And that's not a bad thing, because if the game modes don't switch and the metas don't switch, it becomes very still and no one wants to play the game. So it makes sense. But I'm not too keen about
They have a sniper.
the meta swap.
I never miss.
By the eye of Agamotto!
I ulted after such a long time and did nothing with it.
Still breathing.
But-
Still fighting.
It's not the end of the world. Dive is going to come back sooner or later when they release new characters. But for the time being, characters like the...
Making the
You
cut.
need to eliminate 3 more players.
I'm probably gonna get artillery and then solo by that. Useless.
We are done when I
That's
say
fine.
we're done.
It's gonna make
We got
things
company.
more interesting, but it does not mean it's the end of the world or you guys should be worried about what happens now. New characters are gonna be released, and whenever new characters
Red
are gonna be
dot. Red
released,
dot.
there are going to be massive balance changes.
Someone just took over your top spot.
I'm so annoyed. They're just going to be
It's
a
me
threat
again.
to the meta. And that's how it works, and that's how it should be. A new character should come in and should shift something. If it doesn't,
Done.
I could have just ended it there.
Think I twisted my shoulder.
So, Ultron's not going to be a weak character. He's probably going to be the strongest character in this new meta. He's going to be one of the strongest. Because he's going to have consistent heal, and he has a 90 base shield. Which forces people to kind of... Well, their damage is not going to be as important. Because you're going to have to go in very close and delete people quickly. He puts up a 90 shield. 90 is a lot. And doing 90 damage in Marvel Rivals takes a bit if you're not one of those insta-kill characters. So, Ultron's not going to be weak by any means of the word weak. He is going to be a threat. So, everyone should and probably should be worried about him. Because he's going to have consistent heal, and his shield is going to make up for any other lack of healing. Because once the 90 shield comes up, you're still healing people passively. So he's going to be a lot like Lucio, in where he's going to put up a turn on the heal and then forget about it. And then he's going to be able to snipe people from across the map, which is probably a lot worse than you guys think it is. Because you're like, oh, being shot across the map is not going to be that bad. It's going to be pretty bad when it's just dumb metal robot doing it. And you just have to sit there and take it because, well, you need a character with a shield like Magneto, Strange, or Emma to kind of be with you constantly. And if they're with you constantly, they can't push, they can't create space. So the poke meta has begun, which favors 3 healers. Not 2 healers like we're used to now. 3 healers. So that's going to definitely be, one of them is going to be Ultron, the other one's going to be Mantis or Rocket, and the final one is always going to be Lunas now, because she can 2-tap DPSs now. So, it's the beginning of the 3 healer meta. Hope you guys are ready for that.